Hello everybody and welcome to the Fridge Gaming News. I'm your host Mr. 657. Let's get this rolling. Starting off with Nintendo, the Wii U comes out next week on November 18th. It's pretty amazing. People talking about the main screen on it. It used to be called Waka Waka. Waka Waka used to be called Wada Wada Plaza. And now will always be called Wada Wada Plaza because the Nintendo fanboys requested. Yeah! Wii U chat is the Skype feature on the Wii U. And sadly it won't work in-game, along with the voice chat being controlled by the developers and not Nintendo themselves. But what it is it's basically Skype. So what you do is you load it up. It will work through the tablet and you don't need a TV necessarily for it. But you can also use the tablet to draw stuff on the screen. So you can draw phallic objects all over Reggie's face, and then he can be like, my body is ready, and then the world face palms. Anyway, when you're in a game and someone wants to video call you, your home button will flash, and if you push it, it'll take you out. It'll ask you if you want to answer the call, and you can ignore or confirm it. It most likely will probably save your progress in some kind of sleep mode for the game. Also on the Wii, you can change your save data over by using the SD card slot. So anything that you saved on your original Wii and on your through your virtual console will not be lost. It'll just transfer it over via SD card. Yay! On to the Ouya! The Ouya dev kit finally came out. It's starting at $800. The OS was updated about a week ago. It is now Jelly Bean, which is the name for Android 4.2. So there you go. Rafi Bagdasarian is a guy who is working on developing the Ouya. And his blog, he recently stated that developers don't need the SDK to build a game. They just need the tech specs and to work around it since it's Android. So tech specs are there. His blog is in the description. Check it out. Lots of people are arguing that the Ouya will not sell because it is not next gen. I don't think it's not next gen because the Wii U is technically not next gen. It's just a glorified Xbox at this point. So what do you guys think? Leave a comment and listen to my doors closing in other rooms. I will buy an Ouya eventually. Trust me. Mark my words. I will buy an Ouya. On to Sony. PS Vita sales are dropping in Japan, and because of that, Sony understands that they need to do a lot more marketing. But it's the first time since the launch of the PS Vita 11 months ago, the sales have dropped below 5,000 in 1 week. That's pretty low, and it's coupled with the fact that Nintendo has launched the 3DS right after their launch of the Vita, and unlike the Wii U, the 3DS does have the hardware capability to keep it going, and Nintendo's been pushing really hard on the advertisement mark, and has just released 20 different colors of 3DS. On to Disney news, besides the fact that they bought Star Wars, they just reported that they've saved money since they've limited their movie games. Derp. So yeah, that would probably also contribute to the fact that why THQ is hemorrhaging money is because Disney stopped having them make games for them. It's not like Disney won't stop making games. Epic Mickey 2 is finally coming out pretty soon here. It's looking to be a pretty good game. They're just trying to make more big titles. Moving on to Peter Molyneux, Curiosity, What's in the Cube, an Android and iPhone title, took off in its first week of playing. In fact, it crashed the servers in the first day, and they still probably haven't got them up. Within the first hour of playing, people already got rid of the first layer of a cube. Now the game is based around the premise that you have this cube in a room, and everyone's trying to figure out what's inside of it, and everyone's basically handling it, and they're tarnishing it and removing layers by poking at them and breaking these blocks off. And you have the option to buy pickaxes, which give you special abilities, like you click and 5,000 blocks go away and stuff like that. And it's really cool to see what's going on through the analytics of the situation. It shows how people can do stuff, and people start in the middle of the cube and work their way out, and people just make shapes and draw penises all over it. And yeah, the funny thing is, even Apple doesn't know in the middle, because of the fact that when Peter Molyneux said it to them, he sent it and said, hey, just check this out, and Apple wanted to rip it apart, and they ripped the code apart. But he said, just please don't tell anyone, or in fact, I'm going to make it so you can't see what's in the middle. And they were like, oh. And it got on the app market. So, yeah. On to Activision news. Activision is focusing on their big hits this year. Instead of focusing on the smaller games, they've been focusing on their big games like Call of Duty, Skylanders, and a bunch. And Skylanders is doing really well for itself. Right now, the toys themselves are under the category of the best-selling action figure. In fact, the Skylanders toys are right now considered the best-selling action figure in the US. And the new game, Skylanders Giants, or the new DLC that you can buy at the store. So the new buy LC, good enough, is actually selling over 50% profit of the original game itself. They're doing pretty well for themselves. Also, Diablo 3 is doing pretty well for them. Sold over 10 million copies. Actually, they're just doing pretty well. And this leads into our final story, where Blizzard, which is the other half of Activision, is being sued over authenticators because people are complaining that because of Diablo 3, you have to buy the game, and then to sell stuff on the marketplace and make money off of it, which is real money, you have to buy an authenticator. Authenticators cost about anywhere from $3 to $6, and they're saying that they're making way too much money off of them. Well, that's it for this, guys. Check the links in the description. Have fun, and remember, stay cool with the fridge.